Hey guys, welcome back. Marco here. Today I want to show you how to play a solo in E minor. Beautiful emotional solo in E minor. I'm going to be using my acoustic guitar, fingerstyle technique, and a backing track that I've already recorded. Now you can get a hold of the tab as well as the backing track. Check the description and click the link. Click the Patreon link so that you can access this lesson as well as all the previous lessons and all the upcoming lessons. You can also go on blitzguitar.com and click on Patreon lessons and then click on fingerstyle solo program, which is a program where I show you how to play a solo and phrases over a backing track. So if you really like to play along a backing track and you want to play some leads, okay, just check out this program. We are going to add lessons on a weekly basis. Now, if you don't want to get hold of the tab and the backing track, you can still learn these phrases and use it on a chord progression in E minor key, okay? So you can still use it on other things. Guys, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with all the upcoming lessons. And as always, thank you so much for all of your comments and feedback. I really appreciate that. Now, let's get started and let's learn this beautiful emotional solo in E minor. Alright guys, let's get started. Now the chord progression is super simple. E minor and C and G, 2, 3 and back to the E minor and the C and the G and the D over F sharp. Alright, beautiful sounding chord progression, very melodic, very kind of sad-ish. Okay. Now the first phrase, we're gonna break it down into different chunks, okay? And the first line is going to sound like this. I'm gonna use a backing track. And guys, the first line is extremely important because you really want to understand, you really want to learn when the phrase starts, okay? So we have 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so as you can see, we have 8 counts before. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so on the third count, we are going to start this beautiful phrase, and then the E minor actually kicks in on the 4th note. So there are 3 notes that we are going to play before the backing track starts. Okay, and so you have the 4th string fret number 9, the 3rd string fret number 9, and the 2nd string fret number 7. Okay, these are the 3 notes. And I'm playing index, middle, and ring. And then the 2nd string fret number 8, okay, which is G, and is actually the first note we playing on the E minor chord. Okay, so on this E minor chord, we're going to be playing the 2nd string fret number 8, okay, and then the 2nd string fret number 10, and the 1st string fret number 7. Okay. So it's pretty simple. Guys, one thing about the right hand, I'm always alternating, okay? We're not gonna, deeply go into details with the right hand. I'm always trying to alternate. Sometimes I pluck with the same finger. It really depends, okay? But there is no really a super rule right now with the plucking. As long as you're trying to keep alternating, it will work, okay? So, now the second chord is a C major chord, okay? And then we have the phrase. Now on the C major chord, which is the bar number 2, we're going to play the 1st string fret number 8. and then the first string fret number 7, the second string fret number 10, 8, and then fret number 10, and quickly sliding to the fret number 12 without playing the fret 12. Okay, so you slide, you play fret number 10, you slide, and that's it. A little bit of vibrato. So all right. Now after that, now when I play these fret 12, it's G major. Okay, and so after the G major, I'm gonna have another phrase, which is this one. Okay, so the first string fret number 7, 8, 7, second string fret number 10, and 8. Okay, so the whole thing. 2, 3. Okay, I'm playing the bass note, you don't have to, okay? And then we'll go back to the E minor chord. Okay, so what am I playing here? Same chord progression, so we're gonna start with the E minor chord, which is the second string fret number 8. Okay, and then the second string fret number 10, first string fret number 7, and fret number 10. Okay, so this time on the C major we're playing the phrase end on the fret number 10. So, and then a quick slide. Okay, which is on the second string fret number 10, slide on fret 12, and fret number 8. Okay, guys, one thing really important, when I slide, I never really pluck the notes that I am sliding towards. Okay, so if I pluck the fret number 10 and I slide to fret 12, I don't pluck again the fret 12. Okay, so, and fret number 8. So the first section is going to sound, just going to open the tab to make sure that I'm teaching you the right thing, because I am writing these things quickly and then recording, and sometimes just forget things. So 2, 3. Beautiful sounding line. Okay, now the second section is going to be from the bar number 5. Okay, so it's going to sound more or less similar, and it's going to sound like this. Let me just play it with the backing track. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a beautiful phrase, we just pause that, and so what we're having here is a beautiful phrase which will start on the bar number 5, and okay, so we play the third string fret number 9, the second string fret number 8 and 10, the first string fret number 7 and 8. So it's a very simple basic E minor scale. And then we're gonna play the fret number 10 and slide again to the fret number 12. And play the fret 12 twice more. Okay? And then after that, now this is already the C major chord. Sorry, we're still in the E minor chord, sorry. And then we have fret number 12 sliding back to fret 10. So I pluck fret 12 and then I slide back, and a fret number 8 twice. Okay? And then we're going to have another slide from fret number 10 on the first string to fret 12 and back to the fret number 10. Okay? So Now on the G major, we're gonna have a few notes. So you have, the first string fret number 7, second string fret number 8, and then you slide from fret number 8 to fret number 10, okay? And after that, you quickly want to start another phrase, so which is exactly the same phrase we started. So third string fret number 9, second string fret number 8, 10, and the first string fret number 7 and 8. And after that, we have exactly the same slide on the second string fret number 10, sliding to fret 12 twice more, and then we slide from fret 12 back to the fret number 10 and the fret 8 twice more, okay? And the third string fret number 7, sliding towards fret 9 and back to the fret number 7. Okay, so okay, beautiful line, okay? And then after that, we move on to the section number 3. Let's check it out. Now the section number 3, guys, starts with a really beautiful phrase, which is longer than the previous 2 phrases that we already played. Now we're coming from this thing, okay, which are the last 2 notes that you play, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you have a pretty long phrase before the E minor kicks in again, and this phrase is on bar number 9, okay? So make sure that you follow the tab. You have the fourth string fret number 9 and 10, okay? The third string fret number 7 and 9, the second string fret number 7, 8 and 10, okay? And we finally gonna strike the first string fret number 7 3 times, which is the E minor chord, okay? So really important, this phrase is actually on the D over F sharp chord, okay? So it would be 1, 2, 3, okay? Where the 7th fret is actually the E minor, okay? So make sure that you practice this scale. That's a proper E minor scale. Now, once you are playing the E minor, you have the 7th fret 3 times, and then the 10th fret twice, okay? Then we move on to fret number 5 and fret number 7 twice, okay? And then fret number 3 and 5 twice, okay? So rhythmically, okay, and you have 3 chords in here: E minor, C, and G. Okay, so it's a beautiful melody on one line. Okay, and then we have kind of a similar phrase. We already played these type of phrases, 5 notes here, and you have the second string fret number, the first string fret number 2, 3, 2, and the second string fret number 5 and 3, okay? And then after that, you slide on the fret from the fret number 3 to the fret number 5, okay? So, and you have 2 E's, okay? So you slide from 3 to 5, then you play the first open, the second string fret 5, and the first open again, okay? So, and then 7, 8, 7. So I'm still on the second string, and I'm playing the second string fret number 7 simultaneously with the first open, then fret number 8 simultaneously with the first open, and back to the fret number 7 simultaneously with the first open. Then I'm gonna go back to the fret number 5 and back to the fret number 3. This is all with the first open string as well, okay? So and the second open string and the third string fret number 2 sliding to the fret number 4, okay? And the second open string 4 times, okay? So this phrase is rhythmically a little bit more challenging. Okay, so you really want to take it step by step. It's probably the most difficult one, okay? And then after that, we're going to move on to the section number 4. So really take it step by step and move on to the next section when you feel ready. Let's check it out. Now, the last section starts again with a phrase before the E minor. So we're coming from this part. So you have the B 4 times. And then you have this phrase, okay, which is the fourth string fret number 4. Sorry, third string fret number 4. The second string fret number 3, 5. The first string fret number 2, 3, 2, and the second string fret 5. Now this is still the D over F sharp chord, okay? We're not playing the E minor yet, so. And then the second string fret 5 again. So this is when we play the E minor chord. And now after we play that, we're gonna have, okay, the C major. So the second string fret number 5, 7, 8, that's the C. And then we have fret number 5, 7, 8, and 10. Sliding to fret number 12, okay? And that's the G major chord, okay? And after that, it's pretty straightforward. We're gonna go back to the fret number. We're sliding from fret 12 to fret 10, then the second string fret number 8 and 10, okay? So and we're gonna have another phrase here, okay? So I have the first string fret number 7, and then fret number 7 with a quick hammer on the fret 8, and back to the fret 7, second string fret number 10 and 8. And then fret number 10. So I'm gonna slide from fret 10 to fret 12, and the first string, fret number 10. Okay, so. And the last few notes, we're gonna have beautiful thirds here. Second string fret 8, first string fret number 7, 3 times, okay? And then back to the fret number 3 on the first string and 5 on the second string, 3 times. First open, second open, and the second string fret number 3. So we end the phrase here. So now there are the last few notes here. You play the G major. Then okay, that's a really nice bluesy phrase where you're gonna play the 4th string fret number 2 and the 3rd string fret number 3, quickly sliding back to the fret number 2. Okay. Then the 3rd open, 4th string fret 2, the 2nd string fret number 2, fret number 4, and the 2nd string fret number 3, and we finish with the 6th open. So there you have it, guys. Make sure that you really take it step by step and learn one section at a time. Get hold of the tab and the backing track, and good luck with that.